Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the It's Pizza Time podcast. I'm your host, Indigo. Today, I am joined by a very special group of guests, NIIKO and SWAE.
Turns out that I'm needing
What's up, world? It's NIIKO here.
That's a very confident entrance.
We got SWAE here too.
Yeah,
We're honored.
I'm glad that you feel honored to be a part of this. This is that's like, I guess, more praise than we deserve.
Dude, honestly, I listen to podcasts almost every day, so it's kind of cool being on the other side of it, actually being in one. So
yeah, it's an interesting feeling. Like when we started like making these. Yeah, I mean, usually I have like a couple more co-hosts like that pop in every once in a while. And I was supposed to have one join me today. Unfortunately, he got Victor. He got his vaccine the other day, so he's like experiencing like most of the side effects right now.
Oh really? Yeah,
yeah.
dude. A bunch of our buddies who was it the second dose?
Yeah, it was the second dose.
Yeah, a bunch of our buddies who'd got the second one had like a 1 or 2 day like little flu.
Yeah, I had that like a couple days ago, and it's like it's not that
Did you get the
fun,
vaccine?
but yeah. I got my second dose like maybe
Nice.
like 4 days ago. Like it's not it's not a fun experience, but like at least now I'm kind of like through it, and I don't really have to worry about it too much anymore.
Yeah,
So-
nice.
I kind of heard something interesting, and I don't know how true it is. And I don't really know biology too well, but I heard that the more sick you get after the vaccine, the healthier you are. I don't know. It's just like a testament to your immune system. But I haven't gotten the vaccine, so
Maybe. Okay. Well, I'm not too sure. Maybe that seems somewhat credible, but like, I'm
Yeah, who knows
I'm no
these days?
doctor, so like I can't really
I'm not a
say
doctor,
for
but I'll take a
certain.
look.
Yeah, but yeah, usually we have like multiple people come in here. When we started the show, it was a very interesting like feeling, to be like you don't really think about like that. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to like actually speak for an hour. You think it's like you think like first you think it's like, oh, what are we gonna say, and then you realize like, oh, an hour is actually not that long. It's a lot faster than you think.
of course.
Yeah, talking's pretty easy for us, so
Yeah.
always goes by fast.
I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that, because I mean, a lot of people that we had on the show are like are very nervous to begin with. That like they're not gonna
Sorry.
they're not gonna be able to fill an hour.
Oh man.
Bless you, bro.
Bless
Sorry.
you.
Thank you. All right, let's talk pizza.
Yeah.
Because I had Domino's last night, and I know you're a Domino's guy because I always ask you in comments. And just from one thing, just a little backstory, because it's kind of relevant. But we love, like, there's parts of social media we love, and there's parts we hate. One of the things we love about social media is like engaging with people, and like you're a guy, and you engage with a lot of artists, but you're funny. Like, you comment on all of our posts. I see you commenting on everyone else's posts, but then like at the same time, you comment the same thing, but then if you say something back to you, that's how you open you up a little bit, So like I love asking you like, oh, what are we feeling today? What type of pizza? All that
Yeah.
stuff, because you're funny. Like, let's be honest. That's you're
I
you're good at
appreciate
this
that.
stuff.
I've
Yeah.
never thought of myself as like some comedy genius, but like I'm
Well,
glad.
it doesn't have to be like that. It's more like it's what you're doing is very unique. Like, I don't know of any other person that comments the exact same thing. And wait, I wanted to know, are you a copy paste guy, or do you just
No.
you just rip it? It's like you
Wow.
can do it with your eyes closed, huh?
I at this point I've kind of just memorized the keystrokes. It's like
Yeah, right.
I don't really have to like I do obviously pay attention, because like obviously there are a couple things that like I don't comment on, because it's like I don't want to be completely insensitive.
Yeah, like if
Um,
it's like a
A sappy post.
yeah, or like
Yeah, or
someone-
either
someone
something like
stalks
that,
someone
or
something,
yeah.
No, that's tough. Because I've seen like, dude, it's so, like, I mean, funny and sad, but like you see all the time like instances of like people who like, I mean, everyone knows it's so easy to tell if someone's using a bot on Instagram, but like you'll see comments from these accounts that on like a post it'll be like fire flame emojis on like someone about their dog passing away. And you're
Oh
like, what the
yeah,
fuck?
I think
Yeah, and
that's
it's from their
fucked up.
bots. It's like Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, and I kind of like, I feel like that also helps with with me not looking like a bot, is the fact that I guess I want to say I'm particular about where I comment, as well as
Well, but
like,
also that's what I was saying before is like when you actually respond to your comments and
oh
like
yeah,
realize that it's your brand, you know. So that and then
yeah,
when you respond and open you up a little bit and you know and find out what type of pizza you like and shit.
yeah, I'm
I
very
had a
much, yeah, I very much try to keep it like it's, you know, I want to make sure that it's a person behind it rather than like,
yeah, of course.
you know,
It's
because
it's like funny, but it's like personified, like you're saying.
well, I'm glad you think that, because even with like what's it called, with like oh man, I had a formulated sentence in my head and then I just completely lost it.
No, you're good, dude. Okay, so you're saying Mark was saying you like Domino's. What do
Yeah.
you rip at Domino's?
Yeah.
We need
Oh,
to know.
that's a like at Domino's. I'm honestly like, I don't know if this is like a sin or whatever, but I do like barbecue chicken pizza. Like,
Oh, okay,
Barbecue
okay.
chicken's dank, dude. That's not a sin. I personally my favorite. I'm like a white sauce guy. I'm not like the biggest tomato sauce guy, just because like I'm not like I get really bad acid reflux, and like part
mm,
of that for me is from tomatoes. So I and like then again like fucking get acid reflux from anything at Dommy's, but it's so worth it. But I'm a big I like the Philly cheesesteak pizza there. That's what I had last night.
oh,
Whoa.
nice. I don't
That's
think I've
fucking
ever
good.
actually had that one before, which is, you
It's
know.
good. It's like a white sauce with cheese, obviously, and then like Philly steak, which is so dank.
Marco, I'm on your side. I get barbecue chicken, but what I do, I get the flat crust,
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
and
that
then I
doesn't
add
sound bad.
bacon. So bacon,
Ooh.
chicken,
All
barbecue
right,
sauce. I'm full.
we I think we might be on the same wavelength there.
Wow.
It's
That's
so
definitely,
nice.
Okay.
yeah.
But I do.
What else do you get for okay, like I don't know. Speaking of sins, because we just brought that up, is it a sin to talk about sides beside the pizza on the It's Pizza Time podcast? Can we
Like,
go there?
yeah, no. I
Okay,
honestly
cool. So,
like,
like, are you a wing guy? Are you a cheesy bread guy? Are you like the Parmesan bites? Like, what else? Because Dommy's is the goat. Like, what else you get there? Because
see,
beside the pizza, there's so much good shit.
I feel like wings are very like good if you're into like spicy food.
Yeah,
I'm not a very like, I'm personally like, I feel like the whitest of the white, and I like eating spicy food is not, it does not agree with me.
yeah,
So
I feel
like,
you.
I'm very much like a cheesy bread, maybe like some of the
Oh,
desserts.
dude, I
Dude,
love the
cheesy bread
cheesy.
is god tier.
Yeah,
Cheesy bread is dope.
yeah.
Yeah. The like,
So I got. Can I
sorry.
ask you?
Yeah,
So
go
what
for it.
started? What? Who was like? I guess the first, if you even remember, who was the first post or artist post that you commented "It's pizza time" on?
First artist, I don't think I can remember, but like I think I've talked about on this show before, like how it started.
Yeah,
But
that's
Yeah, I
what I
want to
want to
hear.
know.
Yeah, I want to hear.
What? Yeah. Why
it's
did
a
you wake up one day
really
and say, "Fuck,
it's
I'm
a
gonna comment
really
It's pizza
stupid
time whenever"?
story actually. But
Oh, we
like,
love
We
that.
love stupid
So,
stories.
look, I'm just like, hear me out, because the way this starts is like, it does not sound like it's gonna go anywhere, but trust me, it does. So it starts with in my junior year of high school, uh we had a squirrel that lived on campus. All right.
Yeah.
That's where this starts. Um, and basically, it lived in like a tree in the center of the courtyard, and eventually, like, it just grew accustomed to like, you know, people, and it would just kind of like walk around like wanting food and whatnot. And it would just kind of like enter classrooms like without a care in the world, like
that's
like it
sweet.
owned the place and shit. And then eventually, like, the principal was like, yeah, we gotta get it, we gotta get rid of it, get it out. Uh, and one of my like good friends, ex girlfriend, who nobody really was a fan of. She was very mean. Made like an Instagram account impersonating, like, I guess personifying the squirrel. Um, like, you know, like, I guess
Yeah.
trying to like personify it to like, I guess, like, you know, get people to not, you know, to, I guess, care more about the squirrel.
Yeah.
Um, and I was like, you know, cool. I guess message, like, you know, you don't want to get rid of it, fine. But uh I was like, I didn't really like her as a person. So I was like, any other person would have been fine, but like I just didn't none of our friend group really liked her cuz like I guess she was really manipulative of our friend. So I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah, we're not a fan of her either.
Yeah. For
yeah.
Sure.
She didn't so she didn't have a very like she didn't have the same sense of humor that like me or any of my friends had. So I was like, how can I kind of like toy with her but like not so much that it pisses anybody else off. So I did
Yeah.
that to that account every single post. Like
It's it's pizza time.
there were like 300 posts. I went through all of them in a day and just tagged every single one. And I was like, and then I got the like request like the next day. It's like, yo, this shit's hilarious. Can you do this to my posts? Like I got that from like a bunch of people that I knew, and I was like, I can't go through like all of these people, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna start doing it like straight up to my whole feed, and see what happens.
Hey, well, it worked. You got everyone's attention.
Yeah, and then like now 4 years later, here I am.
Wow, that's commitment.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I feel like it's the commitment that gives it like more merit, right?
No, for sure. And so is pizza your favorite food then?
Uh, I'd say it's like there's only like one thing that I think could top it, but like, you know, Japanese curry isn't really something you can make a phrase out of. So, you know what I mean?
Like Japanese curry.
Oh
Is that your
yeah,
favorite?
I love it.
What
It's
is
like
Japanese? What,
the curry sauce with the rice and like the breaded like chicken
of course.
cutlets.
No, I know
Oh,
curry.
yeah.
Okay.
Is it
I
like
see.
butter chicken?
I guess it's just like chicken with like the breading on it. It's very simple stuff, but it's
Oh, yeah,
really
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're making me hungry. Actually, I'm not. I had that yesterday. I'm
Ooh.
not gonna lie. I
Oh,
get it
that's
from
what's up.
Trader Joe's.
Oh, that's you know what? Trader Joe's is actually like they got really good like stuff there.
Dude, it's the goat, and
Yeah.
it's cheaper than going to Ralph's
I
or
know,
Tom
right?
Thumb.
I feel it's so weird because like everybody who like I mentioned like I shop at Trader Joe's. They're like, oh, you can afford Trader Joe's. I'm like, yeah, it's cheaper.
Way cheaper.
Everybody thinks
It's so
Trader
much
Joe's is
cheaper.
like this bougie place.
No, it's not. Like that's like Whole Foods is bougie as fuck.
Oh
Like Whole
yeah,
Foods is so expensive. Whole
dude,
Foods is
I
like not
can't.
just a rip off. I don't even go there yet.
Doesn't
Just
it's like I get it's healthy, but it's like I would honestly I'm a guy who I guess values taste over health.
yeah, if I'm trying to be healthy, I'm going to the gym. I'll work out. Like I'll work out the next day and indulge. So I worked
Yeah.
out today
Treat yourself with
after some
food.
Domino's last night. Yeah,
Mm,
I had to.
But
yeah.
speaking of Whole Foods and pizza, the only thing I go to Whole Foods for is they make this chickpea pizza crust, and I swear by it. It's super good. So
That
if you're
sounds
ever at Whole Foods,
interesting. I'm definitely gonna have to try that.
and you just make your own pizza, get some sauce, some cheese, maybe some meatballs, some chicken.
What city are you in, Marco?
I'm LA. So
Oh, nice.
Oh,
So
no way.
We're down in Orange County, but what's your favorite pizza spot? Like that's I guess not a chain.
oof. I wouldn't it's not really a train, but there's like 3 locations.
That's fine. That's yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's a bit biased because I used to work there, but like, it's this place called Mulberry Street Pizzeria. Like
It sounds
they've got
familiar.
yeah they got really solid stuff. Like they got my favorite pizza like there, which is it sounds childish as fuck, but it's really it's really good. It's like like white ricotta cheese, and it's like New York thin crust. So it's like yeah, white ricotta cheese, and then it's like rigatoni noodles on top of it. And then
What?
it's like yeah, and then it's like got tomato sauce like drizzled on top, but like not like too much.
So this is a pasta pizza.
Yes,
That sounds good.
it's
Damn.
so good. It's crazy.
Wait, what's it called? Marbury
Mulberry.
Street?
Mulberry Street Pizzeria.
Let's
Yeah.
give it a shot. Where in LA is it?
Oh, there's there's a couple in I think there's one in Beverly Hills, there's one in Sherman Oaks, and then there's like one in Ventura.
Oh, no. We'll have to. I get like the Beverly one's kind of close to when we're up in the studio in Hollywood and shit.
Yeah, we live in Orange County, but we're in LA a few times a week for studio sessions.
Oh,
So
Red. We should go get some.
Yeah, let's rip some. Do you do a video series too?
Dude, I
You should go
haven't,
get.
but I've thought about it. But it's like,
Dude, you know what you should do? I'm sorry to interrupt, but you should take the like when like now that like the world's kind of opening back up again, you should start to bring the pizza time podcast on the road. Like go grab a pizza. Excuse me, go grab pizza with like an artist or whatever, and film you guys sitting down, do the chat, and like
review the pizza.
yeah, like how do you follow Barstool Sports at all?
not really, but I have an
No,
idea. I have an idea what you're talking
like,
about.
Yeah, so like Dave Portnoy, the CEO, whatever, he does these pizza reviews that are they're really funny, and he's been doing them for a couple years now, and that's whatever. It's just become like a classic series. But I feel like you could do some similar stuff to that, where you go out and like interview an artist over pizza. It'd be
Yeah, I mean, like I've definitely thought about doing it, and it's something that this kind of like the idea was like, why not do this first? But we launched in like during COVID, so we didn't really have like the opportunity to start with that at all.
For
So
sure.
hopefully we can like progress to that like soon.
I'm sure you saw, but you saw that tweet like was it like a couple months ago that it was about you? The like nobody's as persistent as the kid who comments it's pizza time on every post.
I don't know, like I've.
Did you see that? You didn't see that?
Who is it? Who is it from?
Some like random commented it, but it like I mean I saw it on my feed from somebody retweeting it. Let me see if I can like keyword search it.
I know.
Have you?
Was it Skybreak? Because I know Skybreak
Maybe
made a tweet
I don't
about
remember.
it.
But like but whatever. Like a lot of people retweeted and liked it. So I was saying like people you're known in this community.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's almost weird when I don't see you comment it.
I know. Sometimes I agree. Sometimes I'll be like, yo, like, is the Instagram algorithm fucking with us because it's pizza time hasn't popped up yet? Like, what the fuck? This kid sees everything. Like, where the hell is he?
Yeah, sometimes it's like I just what's it? If cuz I follow like a very large chunk of people. I'm like, so if I have to like I guess plan out when I have to or when I comment, cuz if I don't and I just kind of leave it to pile up for a bit, eventually Instagram's like, "Oh, you've commented too much. We're going to soft ban you for an hour." So
Oh, I know. Instagram does that.
oh yeah, and it's like, and that's annoying, especially like sometimes like I'm not gonna like I won't like miss an entire day's worth, but like I won't be able to like I'll be busy or something. I won't have like the opportunity to go through like my whole feed for a while, and that's like when it's like annoying to catch up. But it's like I'll still do it. So
Yeah. I keyword searched on Twitter. These are two different tweets. They're not like the ones I found or I was talking about before, but you have Infinite. I really like the guy on Dubstep Instagram who comments it's pizza time on literally every single post. I love pizza time. Kind of funny. And then this other guy this guy Javi makes music goes, IDK if he follows me on here, but there's a guy that comments it's pizza time on every post they like on Instagram, including mine. Just wanted to let them know I appreciate them.
wait, oh yeah, Zavi.
Yeah,
Dude.
Yeah,
Zavi and Infinite. I love those guys. I had both of them actually on the show, which is it was really cool. Like I guess after those tweets were made, but
that's sweet.
What's your Twitter?
It's pizza time guy. I don't use Twitter that much though. It's like
No, do you not?
yeah, I need to start using it more. It's just
Twitter's fun.
Yeah, it's just like
Instagram's just like Instagram has so much bullshit on it,
Yeah.
And as like an app, like people are always complaining about like the algorithm and like not showing posts to like the full potential of viewers and all that shit. And like Twitter, I feel like is pretty good because it's still
an even playing field, or
like it's just more like it's not like chronological the timeline, but it feels more chronological. Then like on Instagram, you'll be on there and like you'll have posts pop up from like 2 days ago on your feed, and it's like, what the fuck? Like
you kind of use it to do like research on like current events and stuff.
Oh yeah,
huh?
I love Twitter for like keyword searching. Like I do I do like a lot of research on like whatever it is, whether it's like stocks, crypto, whatever. Just by like keyword searching on Twitter. I honestly, I personally think that Twitter, like as like I I think it's like the best app for its potential in terms of like usefulness. Like in reality, like Instagram, yeah, Instagram actually is great for marketing and stuff, but like on the personal level, like it's whatever, it's just for showing off basically. Twitter, like there's just so many applications of whether it's the keyword search for research, like I don't know. And it's something just I guess on the difference of a social media that's just strictly based off of words for the most part than another one that's based off of photos. So
Yeah, I mean it's
but
just
Instagram, like sorry, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say like I personally just don't use Twitter that much because like I just don't have like a lot of things to say. That's kind of why like, and also like I can't really move the like it's pizza time thing to Twitter because commenting it or like replying to every single tweet or whatever.
Yeah, and also just like it's not really like Instagram too, where like it's Instagram in terms of comments too. It's easier to like kind of scroll through the comments and see what other people are saying. Twitter because it's still kind of
It's like conversational.
yeah, or it's no, it's just because of it's more the layout. Like it's still very like it's like thready, like Reddity, where it's still just I feel like
Yeah,
sometimes it's too many clicks. Where like Instagram as an app is great, like but I
yeah,
don't know. I think Instagram has caused so many fucking problems for a lot of people.
yeah. I feel like with Twitter, like with replies, it's like it's kind of just the gamble whether people are gonna really see that reply or not.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
like
just
yeah,
well, Instagram is kind of like the hub for everybody too. For them, like everyone's kind of central hub for the most part. Like even though
yeah,
like TikTok's growing like crazy still, and Twitter has made a big comeback over the past couple years, but like everybody, I think a lot of people are very like not like visual focused in terms of like they when you're in terms of content like reading like sentences and shit on Twitter from your favorite artist is great and stuff because you can see how they're feeling or they can make a joke, but at the end of the day, like people in terms of engagement, it's easier to engage with like a photo. So
yeah.
like that's
I feel like Instagram is the platform that I want to say like requires more thought into like
totally
posting because
your
it's like
strategy.
yeah,
Yeah,
because it's like
Instagram
It's
posting
become
it.
like that
that's
for
kind of
sure.
honestly that's kind of what's annoying about it too is it's just like I don't know. Sometimes I feel like we overthink stuff too with it. I feel like everybody does too. Like that's just
Yeah,
what happens.
I mean definitely. It's like even like just having commented on or on literally every post that I've seen over the course of like 4 years. It's like I kind of you see a pattern of like everybody's posting like around right before noon, like and right afternoon. That's like the I guess surge point.
Hmm.
Usually around that time PST. It doesn't matter like which time zone these people are actually in, but they post around like noon PST, and that is where like most of the shit comes in. So it's
Yeah,
like
that's kind of why we like to
yeah,
post a little bit later because a lot of times when you post at the time where everybody's posting,
It
shit
just
gets
gets
lost.
lost.
So
yeah,
we've kind of found we post a little bit later. It does better. It all depends, dude. Like it depends on the day.
yeah,
But yeah, dude.
Yeah, so kind of switching gears. How'd you get started in kind of doing this with the music industry? I know you're commenting on a lot of like dubstep artists,
Well,
house artists.
like I mean I guess like do you mean like I guess how I got interested in like the whole music scene or just like how I
Yeah, I
wanted to.
guess. Yeah, that's a better question.
Oh man, I've been interested in EDM for like a long while. I think I've like since I was like 10 years old.
Wow.
So like almost a full decade. Uh yeah, it's going to be a full decade in like then in like maybe a few months. Um
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I know we both started in high school.
yeah,
Uh,
I found like I guess my first ever like I don't ever say my first ever introduction was Dead Mouse, but think it kind of was cuz like I heard like Ghosts and stuff came out when I was like I think it came out on my 8th birthday. So like I heard it, as a kid, but I didn't really know what it was or who it was by. But I heard it and I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. But I didn't really think more about it. I think I found and then I found Monster Cat when I was like 10 years old, and I was like, this is the coolest shit ever because I didn't know what dubstep was. And then
yeah.
found Skrillex and I was like, yo, this is crazy. And then my mom was like, she was like, "Oh, that's interesting," and then she was the one who like turned me on to like Avicii, Swedish House Mafia, and Bass
Oh,
Hunter.
that's super sweet.
Yeah, because being from a Swedish family that's like house is pretty dominant over there.
Yeah.
So like, you know, my mom had actually like a pretty good taste in it. So like, you know, kind
Swedish
of.
House Mafia and like that, that like big room and Melbourne bounce type of shit's what got me into electronic music
Yeah,
back
same here.
when we were like, I don't know,
Sophomores,
yeah,
juniors.
14, 15 or whatever, right around there. Before I was kind of just listening to just like a lot of like top 40 hip hop. When I was younger, I really liked like kind of like alternative music and like pop punk and shit, but kind of we have pretty diverse music tastes still for the most part.
And it's continually evolving.
Oh yeah, I feel like,
It,
you know, people who think that like, you know, artists of a specific genre only listen to that genre, I feel like they're a little bit ignorant in the sense like, you know, obviously you guys are going to have like more tastes than whatever you make. You know,
Yeah,
it's like
totally.
yeah.
so who are some of your favorite artists right now?
I love it. I feel like we're interviewing you.
Yeah, I was about to say like, you know, I feel like I got to ask some questions here too. It's
Do it, rip them.
I guess well, I'll answer yours first and I'll throw it back at you, but right now
Yeah.
it's like I've been listening to a lot of um I've been listening to a lot of like I guess like trap artists more like on the Sable Valley end of
Cool, yeah,
things.
they're killing it.
Like
Yeah, I
Nocturne.
love like, you know, like the SD Water Boys, all like
Yeah.
fucking like ISO, Remke,
We're
Noctu.
boys with Limay. Limay used to come when we were out in Dryden, when we were out in Vegas, would come out to all the shows. He's awesome.
Oh, swag. Like yeah, I've been into that genre like a lot lately. How about you guys? Like any people that you're currently listening to a
I
lot?
really like Future House and like fucking like the type of shit that's on like Musical Freedom, Stamped, like Hexagon. That's kind of like what I listen to.
All
And that
right.
and it kind of that's kind of our biggest influence on our music too, is
Yeah.
kind of that European style of house.
Yeah, with like and then when because we have like kind of two lanes. We always like to say we have like our like club and like festival-y like lane of like harder stuff, which honestly we haven't really put out a whole lot of yet. Like we have, if you like have come to our shows or like listened to our mixes or live streams or whatever, like you've probably heard like a shit ton of IDs, like probably
Yeah.
like up probably like 8 to 10, and we're gonna start rolling those out over summer as
Festival season
yeah.
kind of kicks back.
So we have that
Yeah.
lane, and then we also have our very like top 40, like electro poppy, if you will, commercial house vibe where we're trying to get this shit on the radio. Like I think we have our third song playing on BPM, which we're pretty stoked about. It's our last single, Glue, that we just put out.
Mm.
Second song off our EP. So yeah, so far we're 2 for 2 with being on the radio for our EP, which is pretty dope. Third song's coming in a couple weeks. Fourth song in like 2 months, and from there on after that, I think we might roll out some bangers.
Yeah, it's time.
All right. I'm excited for it, honestly. Like can I like this is like I guess a very separate question, but
Yeah,
I want to ask like you guys have like a very I mean to judging from your socials, you guys have like a very like similar or you have a very good dynamic together. And I was like wondering like I guess how did you guys meet and how did like the whole NIIKO and SWAE project come about?
Well, I think there's such a dynamic because we've known each other for
Yeah.
like 20 years. I think
we
that's
went
what.
to the same preschool actually, and then we played. So I'll give the brief rundown because it's literally like we. It's a classic question. So yeah, so we actually
Yeah.
went to preschool together. So that's probably like age what, like 3 or 4 when we started.
Yeah.
Like we have photos from I think it was like '99, or whatever, of us in preschool, which are pretty funny together. And then after that, we went to separate schools, but like kind of always had the same like friend groups or like we're always kind of still hanging. Then we actually ended up playing on the same little league baseball team. Have more photos from that. It was pretty funny. That was like in fourth grade probably.
Yeah,
something like
Little
that.
League.
Yeah. So and then from there we went to different high schools, but again like same friend groups, and we're always hanging. Then we went to the same college, and that's kind of where NIIKO and SWAE started. We linked up. Actually, my twin brother had the same major as Nick, and like we were always we grew up together, so we were all friends. But he was the one who kind of like linked us and was like, "Yo, you guys should work," because he knew we had the same interests. And from there, we started doing like all like the fraternity parties and stuff, and then started to take it out to like the clubs around Dallas. Because we were at school in Dallas, and then when we were doing like playing all around Dallas, and when we would come home, we would do clubs in LA and shows in LA. And from there, like we kind of just we're like, fuck, like we might as well just go for it, and got in the studio, took production serious, and started to put music out, and started to play all over, and then fucking
snowballed.
Then COVID hit.
Yeah. Like,
But honestly, COVID's been a curse and a blessing. Obviously, curse in the sense that like we didn't play shows for a year, but blessing in a sense that it really gave us the time to focus and hone in on our music, and we really feel like we've been making the best music and have been releasing the best music yet. And every I like tweeted this the other day, but every song we make becomes our new favorite song, which is pretty sick. So we're kind of in a good jam right now.
yeah.
So in a sense,
yeah.
sorry, well I'll finish it off. But in a sense, like we kind of thanked COVID for that because it really made us like kind of take our music super seriously, like as well as our content, but it made us really say like, okay, is this shit as good as it can be? And if not, we're tabling it.
We honed in on it.
And we took like basically a year off of releasing, and then it was September, I think it was first week of September or last week of August, we put out The Answer, which was kind of the first, like we feel like the first like song of NIIKO and SWAE moving forward. And from there, it's been like 8 months of releasing, and again, we just are really excited to keep putting out the songs that we have in our folders.
Yeah, I mean, like I can tell like COVID's definitely been. I don't want to say like treating you well, but like treating you better. I feel like than most artists out there, because like I mean, the music you guys have been putting out lately has been honestly like I've been listening to it and it's like it's very good.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I enjoy it. And then it's also like your guys's. I guess I want to say your following has been growing because like your guys' social media like presence is like something else. It's like it's very, you guys are very like engaging like with your content and whatnot.
Yeah, we honestly just try and be ourselves and like show our true personality, and like we're knuckleheads at heart, so
try and make people smile. And in terms of like engaging, we just like, I mean, that's what social media is for. It's supposed to connect you with your fans,
build a community.
Yeah, and exactly kind of what Nick just touched on, like it's there's a difference between a fan base and a community, and we feel like a community is much more engaging, and that's what we're striving towards. So that's why we like to like people don't realize like our DMs are so open. Like sometimes we play therapy with like people hit us up and they're like, yo, I'm having such a rough day. And we're like, why? Like, let's talk, and like, it's just cool. Like that's how you get to know your fans. It's how you really make everyone feel a part of a community. And, for anybody listening, our DMs are always open. And if you're supporting us, we're supporting you.
Yeah,
bottom line, end of story.
Yeah, that's like a very good like message to spread. The fact that I feel like a lot of artists don't really get that. It's like even if it's like not necessarily the fact that like they don't want to help out, but a lot of the time it's like sometimes they don't really have the opportunity to. Like
yeah, that's true.
I mean, and we like, I'm sure a lot of people you've talked to, like we've met some artists that we look up to that are like unbelievable, like nicest people you'll meet, and then we've met a couple that we're like, oh shit, like I don't think I'm gonna listen to your music anymore.
Oh yeah,
because
there's definitely been a couple like people that I met that are
so
like,
it's kind of,
I did not expect that, and I'm kind of disappointed.
Right, and so that's why it kind of makes us realize like when when we get to that point, because I say when because we're grinding, like we'll do whatever it takes to get there. So like I say, when we get to that point, like it makes us realize like fuck, that's not what we want to be like. We want to still be like how we are now, like take photos with people, sign whatever, like say take an extra minute out of your day to talk to someone, because like it goes
a long way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like it definitely like personally I don't think pizza time will ever become like the biggest thing on the block, but like if I can at least make somebody happier with like what it is I do, then like I've done a good job. That's
that's awesome.
I think that's epic philosophy.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that's like how we feel too. It's like as long as you can just make someone smile or make someone from like a post make someone laugh, like it's it's an accomplishment. So
yeah, absolutely. All right, I guess I don't think I actually asked this earlier, but going back to like pizza, what is your like go-to? Like if you could have like any kind, it doesn't have to be like Domino's or anything, but like your specific go-to, like anything,
like place or stuff, like or pizza, like order from a pizza place, I guess.
Yeah, your favorite, I guess.
I might have to. I mean, Domino's always hits. But
I like pizza. I like pizza with like we were talking about ricotta earlier, but like I like pizza with like interesting cheeses and like
cheese blends.
Yeah, like cheese blends, like with like some like prosciutto. Like I honestly do love like a classic, just like margarita pizza, but I like to get interesting too. sometimes I'll put like if I'm really feeling it, I'll go for like a bacon jalapeno type pizza.
Wow.
But I don't really have like one favorite pizza because it's tough because I feel like with a lot of pizza places, like we were talking about it a little bit earlier, but a lot of pizza places have different, they have their own like special or their own unique thing.
Yeah.
Like I can't really get a Philly cheesesteak pizza from anywhere else. That's kind of the thing at Dommy's, like,
Yeah,
So
that's
I'm
fair.
like, so if I'm there, it's that. If I'm at other places, it's probably just like something more on the lines of like a margarita pizza. Maybe throw some like prosciutto or some bacon on there or something. But
Yeah.
I-
you like barbecue chicken?
Yeah, I like
right?
barbecue chicken, but I also like white pizzas a lot
Oh, I
too.
love white pizza.
Mm.
So like, what is it, like an Alfredo?
Yeah, like
type?
Alfredo. That's kind of I think their Domino's one's Alfredo. But what was that pizza place down at the peninsula we used to go to? We're closed.
Oh, New York style. Dude,
Yeah,
there's this place
yeah.
by our house that sells these ginormous slices. They put them on 2 plates,
Yeah. Oh
And-
yeah.
and it's
yeah.
just the right amount of crisps,
it was really
good cheese. It's a large slice. You
That
only
sounds
need one.
awesome. I'm gonna have to. You're gonna have to like give me like I guess give me a pointer to that. I'm
And
definitely
yeah,
gonna
no,
check that out.
and speaking of LA pizza, there's this place on Abbot Kinney in Venice called, I think it's Abbot Kinney Pizza Company, and that's really fire too. The crust is, I think they use like bagel. It's like a bagel crust.
Mm.
So it's
That
really
sounds
good.
that sounds really interesting actually.
Yeah, so if you're ever down in that neck of the woods.
You know what's actually really good too is pizza aoki. We had that. We were doing like this photo shoot for our EP like a couple months ago, and we ripped a bunch of pizza aoki. It was really good.
Have you had it yet?
I ordered it once and I don't know if it was the specific like place that was like serving it, but I was like it wasn't necessarily that impressive. It was actually like
Could have been a bad batch.
Yeah,
it might have
Fuck,
been. But
I was
like,
really impressed actually when we had it. I was like, "Fuck, this is really good." And I'm like,
Yeah.
I can be a stickler on pizza, which is kind of funny. Why I love Domino's. I don't know, dude. Domino's pizza is really fucking good. Like, there's like a lot of like actual like classic pizza, like places that only sell pizza. Like one-off places around here that I've had before, and I'm like, this is not as good as Domino's, and it's twice as expensive.
I think Domino's is like one of those places that's like there's a couple like issues with Domino's obviously, but it's like it's good enough that you kind of just see past it.
And like also you kind of just know what you're getting. Like it's so consistent. Like there's like I honestly I don't know if I've ever had Domino's before and been like, this was really bad. Like don't get me wrong, my stomach has been like, fuck, this was really bad. But taste wise, it's always been very like
you can never be like, oh yeah, they really fucked up this time. Like you know.
All right. Okay. Favorite frozen pizza. Like
That's
oven
tough.
pizza.
Yeah.
I think like
I'm gonna just say DiGiorno. I'm a class. Like honestly, I think the DiGiornos are good.
DiGiorno slaps. Like I know people that hate on DiGiorno, and I just don't get it. DiGiorno is really good. It's either between that or like I guess the next most frequent thing or I get frozen wise is like the Trader Joe's like frozen ones.
Oh,
Like,
dude, the family style cheese pizza is really good.
yeah, those are all good. Like anything from Trader Joe's.
This is so bad of me, but yesterday I had bagel bites
I
for
was
lunch.
just about to say I love bagel because bagel bites is it's pretty much a pizza on a bagel. So like I was about to say like if not DiGiorno, maybe bagel bites.
Yeah, bagel bites for lunch, and then I had a frozen Tostino's pizza.
No way.
Tostino's pizza for dinner.
That's a meal or that's a day of eating of champions.
Oh, and then I had in between. I had the curry, the chicken curry.
Ooh,
That's funny.
that sounds pretty
Did we
good
already-
actually.
We asked, what's everyone's favorite food beside pizza? You said Japanese
Yeah,
curry, right? I'd
Japanese
probably
curry is
agree with-
solid.
I love Asian food. I would say like sushi or like Chinese food. I fucking love.
Oh,
I love-
sushi's great.
Yeah, I just like fish a lot.
I'm the world's pickiest eater, so mine's like either like a good
I
burger,
love a good burger too.
a good steak, good ribs.
Yeah. I mean, I
Fried
feel you
chicken.
with being picky. I've been like trying to, I guess, put myself out there more and eat like, I guess, more like diverse things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm pretty bland.
Yeah, the way I think of it is like I like to try something at least once. It's like chances are I'm not really gonna want to have it again, but like I might as well at least try it.
Yeah, I've been a little bit more adventurous. I don't like fish, and I've never had a salad before. If that puts it in perspective.
Dude, like I feel honestly salads are overrated.
Yeah, but I think my body needs it. So
Dude, I can tell you as somebody who like never eats salads. Like you're probably
You're
fine
not
as
really
long
missing
as
anything.
yeah, you're not really missing much.
Honestly, they're like like the best salad. Like I like salads, but like if you get a Caesar salad, like it's not that much healthier at the end of the day than
Yeah,
with all the
it's-
dressing
yeah,
and
because the
stuff.
Yeah.
Caesar dressing is so fattening. Like it's honestly, it's Caesar salad is like it's pretty funny. Like it's kind of up there with like an Alfredo pasta almost. And obviously, pasta has way more calories because of the pasta. But like in terms of health, like if you're gonna like try and replace a meal with like a Caesar salad, like you might as well just not replace that meal with a Caesar salad. Is what I'm basically saying.
Yeah.
Like other salads, 100%, but
Yeah, and
I
it's,
honestly,
yeah. I feel like you don't really need to get a salad. You could just you could get the same effect if you just like eat fruit, and honestly, that just tastes better.
salad pizza.
Dude, I love fruit.
Yeah,
I love fruit. Me too.
Okay, go-to fruits.
Yeah, go to fruits. Honestly, I've been on a berry grind lately.
Oh, me
like,
too.
Like blackberry, raspberry. I'm weirdly not the biggest blueberry guy. Like I don't know. I just
They're
like,
good, but they're not the same
Yeah.
as like a good blackberry.
Yeah, I
raspberry.
agree with that.
Yeah.
Strawberry.
all berries
Strawberries
are
are-
dope. I
So fucking good.
I love a good pear though. I don't
I
know
love
about
it.
I was
you.
I was gonna
Or,
say
uh,
like my favorite fruit is the
tangerine
pear.
is really good.
Yeah,
I love
Tangerine or,
pears.
yeah,
what
pears
the
are dang.
little,
I don't know if it's
yeah,
Clementine
Are
oranges.
yeah,
Mhm.
those. Oh my
I don't know if me liking pear is just like a Swedish thing, cause like in Sweden
No,
it's
pear
like
is crisp.
yeah,
pear is so good, dude.
in Sweden it's like it's the only thing like we can grow year round. So
Yeah.
it's like you go there. It's like it's weird because
Okay, wait. I got a wild. Oh wait, sorry. Finish it. And then
I was
I'm
gonna
wild.
say like if you guys ever go to Sweden, you'll like find it interesting because you'll go into like a convenience store and you'll find like they have like sodas, drinks, candy, whatever, and there's like pear flavored everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like I've never seen that here.
Okay, are you a juice guy, like a Jamba Juice guy?
Not particular Jamba Juice. I
Okay.
yeah, I'm not
Favorite- okay,
I'm not a
then, 'cause I was
smoothie
gonna
guy,
say
but I like
favorite Jamba-
juice.
Wait, you like smoothie or no?
I'm not particularly a
Alright,
smoothie guy, but I
what's your
like
favorite,
juices.
What's your favorite like juice blend?
Oh, blend. I'm not sure actually. I can't really pick anything because I just haven't had enough of it to like
Yeah.
know.
I'm a big smoothie guy. I love
Yeah, me
Jamba
too.
Juice is good, bro. Go over to Jamba Juice today and get you a Caribbean Passion.
Man, I don't even know where the nearest Jamba Juice is to me. Like
Yeah.
I haven't seen a Jamba Juice in ages. Like
To be honest, I don't go that often.
Yeah,
either.
I honestly actually really come to think of it, like you're kind of right. Like I feel like they're kind of slowly like falling out because the only time I'll ever I don't go out of my way to go to a Jamba Juice, but like if I'm in the mood for a smoothie or a juice and like I'm near a Jamba Juice, I'll get a Jamba Juice.
I feel like they've been like slowly falling out for like the past decade. Like
It's like a
you know.
blockbuster of juices.
Yeah, I remember like I think like in the back of my head I can remember like there were like used to be like 3 Jamba Juices like near where I used to live, and like now none of those are there anymore.
Yeah.
So like I have no idea where like any of them are. You know what? I'm gonna look this up after we're done.
All right, I think 'cause we gotta run in like 2 minutes. So
Yeah.
I got a good wrap up question because we talked
Sure.
a ton about ice cream. We talked a lot about our music and all that stuff. So pizza's your brand, ice cream's kind of ours. What's your favorite ice cream?
Ooh. Let's see. I mean,
It could be a
Fuck, this-
place, it could be a style. Like I'll light the candle. My
I'm-
all-time favorite
yeah.
ice cream, especially right now, I'll give you the place too. We're gonna go Cold Stone cake batter, and you throw
Wow.
some like brownie and chocolate chips in there.
That's
Maybe even
funny.
if you're feeling yourself, you're gonna have an amazing night.
that's funny because like right now I'm working at Cold Stone because like I
Are
don't.
you really?
Yeah.
No way. Okay? So you got the inside scoop, pun intended.
Oh man. I'm like
the cake
I'm a
batter there is
yeah.
like actually like Coke. You guys put like crack in it or something because it is so much better than any other cake batter.
The cake batter is actually really good. Yeah. I'm like a child at heart though, so I like the cotton candy because you know.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
What do you
love
what
it.
do you put in it?
Oh
Like
God. I think like just any more sweeter things. So like either fruit or like gummy bears. It doesn't really
Yeah,
work
I
so
feel
much
like
with
gummy
chocolate.
bears. And it's nice when the gummy bears get hard from
Yeah.
being cold. I like that.
I can't lie. I gotta just be honest. Since you said it, I will die on the sword of fruit. Fruit does not belong on ice cream. I love fruit. I love ice cream, but I don't know.
I can't mix dessert and fruit
Yeah,
either.
fruit. I don't think fruit. That's just me personally. Fruit. I don't think fruit belongs on ice cream.
It's like it's a weird like thing. I feel like it taste wise, it's a good taste, but it's like I don't think the texture
it's
of like
a
actual
all
fruit.
put in. It's like pineapple on pizza. You either hate it or you love it.
Yeah, I feel like if I could just like take out the fruit but leave the flavor of the fruit in it, then like that'd be
Yeah.
the good way to go.
Well,
Alright,
dude,
well,
you're honestly
yeah.
a legend. We
You
really
guys-
appreciate
You guys have to
you
run,
supporting
so I guess we'll call it an episode here. But like, I guess do you want to leave? Like, do you guys want to leave? I guess
Yeah,
anybody
let me
listening
thank you
with
real
like
quick,
your
'cause you're
yeah.
I'm gonna thank you real quick for both of us because you're honestly a really good fan and a really like at the end all jokes aside like you're a really good supporter and we really appreciate you taking the time to out of your day to talk with us but also out of the time out of your day every time you see one of our posts or engage with us so we really appreciate you listening to our music and
Absolutely,
supporting us.
man. Anytime, all the time. That's
Yeah.
it,
And honestly, in
yeah.
terms of like promo or plugging something, like honestly, just follow us on our social medias to stay up to date. We're in the process of releasing our field trip EP on Armada, which we're super excited to release the next 2 tracks. But yeah, if you want to stay up to date with us, just follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, all at NIIKO and Sway.
All right.
And a huge shout out to you for having us on, brother. We really appreciate you.
Thank you. Well, then for everybody, listening, please go follow NIIKO and Sway on like all of their socials. And then if you want to follow us, like our stuff will be down there in the description as well.
Epic.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for coming on.
For sure, dog. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
Yeah.
Grab some pizza for us.
For real. Next time we're eating some pizza, we'll send a photo. So
All right. Sounds good.
All right,
All right.
peace, dog.
have a great
Peace.
weekend.